I say we find the Duke.
I saw a really nice house. Like, follow me. I saw what I thought was a really nice house.
Yeah, hold on. Alright. So our all-woman team is
to venture into danger. Be careful, Source Hunter.
Like, I thought there was something up around here.
Well, let's...
Feeling hot under the collar.
It never ends around here. It's heating up.
Like, I thought there was a house with like a bunch of flags outside it.
Well, I'm just gonna look at the map again. So that, you're heading towards the Legion headquarters.
I don't want to go towards Legion headquarters.
There's Esmeralda's house. Oh, wait, I think I know where it is. Come back to me.
Alright.
I think it's, you just, like, we end up in the camp when we passed it. It's just, you walk past the back of it instead of in front of it. I think it's this house here. It's a big house, there's some flags.
Like, that's where the Duke would be, presumably, or the mayor.
Okay, so there's Claudius and Marcius. I'll just open the door.
Weren't those the guys we killed?
No.
Oh, this is Mayor.
Yeah,
Well,
I want to talk to Charlene first.
Okay.
Me? I live alone here in town. Used to be that my younger brother Tom and I were practically joined at the hip, but that's all changed now. Oh, he's always been something of a rascal, calling his petty hooliganism adventuring and endlessly worrying my poor mind. Oh, but of course, I've always loved that scamp to bits. For my part, I encouraged him to join the Legion. Even got him sparring with Captain Aureus now and then. But then those blasted Fabulous Five came into town. That band of... I don't even know what to call them.
Her brother joined the cult.
Well, they're his heroes, and I simply couldn't prevent him from going to see them. That one meeting was all it took for Tom to run off with them on some mission to God knows where.
Okay, this is important. Also, there's a cat, so talk to the cat.
That's the cat, I think.
It's a black cat. Maxine! Yes, talk to Maxine, but she might tell us things about the mayor.
One who flaunts the highways and byways of silly old Cecile with the easy elegance of a puss with her tail in the air. I do declare such a sight is rather rare around
Are you
here.
listening to this?
Yeah,
But where are my manners? I am Maxine, and you must be one of those hunters one hears so much about. Charmed, I'm sure. Brr, I'm the mayor's cat, don't you know? Born and raised on velvets and viands of most exquisite varieties. Maxine rhymes with queen, after all, and dearest. That is hardly a coincidence.
Let's ask her some questions.
But of course, darling. Yeah. Be my guest. Oh, this quaint little town is a tad too parochial for one of my more urbane tastes. But one has to make do, hasn't one? The fresh sea air does go to great lengths to invigorate one's spirit, that much I'll admit. And it is rather jolly to watch the ships sail in laden with all kinds of exotic wares, full of the little treats the mayor likes to spoil me with. Darling man, he dotes on me so. Heavens forbid! No, fear is rather too strong a term there, Hunter dearest. The predator's instinct is a trait we share, you and I. And though those rancid ramblers may not be quite as easy to put to the claw as mice are, I assure you, they are just as easily outwitted.
Should I do it? I'm gonna do it.
Oh, he's a darling old Tom, isn't he? Paws over tails in love with me, and who can blame him? The feeling's, well, it's rather mutual, actually. But that pet of his simply doesn't have a penny to his name.
What?
You're a cat!
At
You're
risk of
a
sounding
cat.
as shallow as a spaniel, I can't but admit my love does not come unconditionally. What if we were to have kittens, he and I? They'd jolly well starve, wouldn't they? With an alley cat for a papa? Oh dear Sam, he's such a good old bean. But he does rather reside at the bottom of the scratching pole, doesn't he? And dear me, one must have at least a mite
I
of
want to kill
standards.
this cat.
We just need to get Sam a job.
Yeah.
Let's talk to
The mayor?
Yeah.
I met your pet, Maxine. That's hilarious. I was just casually conversing with your pet.
My elf? What elf? Oh, myself. I am Cecil, Mayor of Sicil, and husband of the stately Cecilia. I've
Jeez,
been
their
the mayor here
names.
for decades, and I'm quite eager to see Sicil through these difficult times. Yes, very difficult times indeed. What?
Tell me.
Oh, you mean Sicil? Very difficult times indeed. As though the death of Jake, and by source magic no less, weren't enough. We're also facing all sorts of brutish intruders. The undead have overrun all but one northern trade route, while the orcs are making a habit of savaging our beaches. That's not to mention that at the top of this whole caboodle, there's rumors of some new religious sect or cult or some such, sticking its tendrils into the innocent, seven-fearing folks of Sicil.
So there's 7
And,
gods.
Yes,
while we're on
this
the
is the
subject of
Fabulous
troubles,
Five, I'm sure.
I myself have a private matter I'd like to bring to your attention. It involves a magic relic I rather foolishly sought. A weapon called the Staff of Pergamon.
Sure.
What now? Oh, you're speaking gibberish.
Of course I am.
You mean the Staff of Pergamon? Yes, yes. I was expecting a shipment of weapons, and among the cargo was this very powerful, very rare staff. I managed to place the order through means somewhat, atypical to a government official. Cecil proved an old fool, though, for the merchant slated to deliver it to me has just informed me that the damn thing has gone missing. I fear it may have fallen into the wrong hands, and I wonder if you could retrieve it for me.
Yeah, sure.
His name is Conrad, captain of the Tide Splitter,
We need intel.
a merchant ship still docked at the Sicil harbor. You can talk to him if you think it'll
Yeah.
help,
Yeah.
but I'd quite like to avoid getting the Legion involved, if you don't mind. The staff itself contains a shard of an ore, highly valued for its use in the weapons of war. I know use of the material to be forbidden, but I was desperate to do something to aid the townsfolk against the undead.
Yeah, let's tell me more
What?
about the undead.
The
since we're on the
undead?
subject.
Yes, for the past 2 years, those blasted skeletons have all but suffocated this city. With all but one trade route overrun, Sicil's once torrential commerce has slowed to a pathetic trickle. Well, I do believe that's something your parents ought to have discussed with you long ago, Miss Hunter. But
Wow.
I suppose if you really don't know,
What?
I'd be remiss if I didn't at least explain the basics.
Fantastic.
You see, when a lady and a fellow find each other rather nice, well, rather more than nice, they occasionally...
No!
They-
No! A sect! Not sect!
This is nonsense. I'm the mayor for the 7th sake. I can't be bothered to chat all day about the birds and the bees when Sicil's under siege by orcs, undead, and cultists.
Yes, thanks for that. Anyways,
Jake, murdered? Oh, yes. Yes, now I recall. Indeed. I could hardly believe it myself. The Council and I have certainly had our differences over the years, but old squabbles evaporate under such circumstances.
Regret.
Most of the townsfolk are certain Jake's wife Esmeralda is responsible. In fact, the Legion have taken her into protective custody to keep her safe from the mob. As you can imagine, I've known Esmeralda for years. That business between her and the Duke of Ferrol was always a bit suggestive. But I've never had cause to suspect her of violence. Still, one never knows for sure. An all right bloke, apart from all this Esmeralda nonsense. The whole town knows the only goal of his business trips to Sicil is to spend a night or two at the King Crab Inn.
Oh, that's where we
with
can
Mrs.
find him.
Counselor.
He's at the King Crab Inn, I bet.
Probably.
We should go talk to him there.
Yeah, but we can get some
That
more.
depends. What kind of berries are you interested in, exactly? Ah, the library. Yes, yes, you must have a visit. It's the gem of Sicil. Would you like to have a look? I'll escort you upstairs myself.
Now or later?
Up to you, man. You're in control of the conversation.
Well,
Marvelous. Follow me then.
'cause
I bet this is... I bet we would have got transported
I knew
here.
that dark-dealing old man dabbled in source. To the gallows, I say.
The gallows? Well, I've heard of such a thing, but I've never seen one myself.
What? Oh, yes. This library is the jewel in Sicil's crown. The beacon of culture and learning in our fair city.
Encyclopedia Daemonium. I know it by heart.
Princess Buttercup with the blushing bottom. Steadticken. Esmeralda does
Are you-
have a
you're in
propensity
control.
for all things naughty, hasn't
My
she?
Victoria
I am.
has every volume you could
Oh,
possibly
was he just
imagine.
talking slowly?
And she's got every speck of information about this place packed into her brilliant brain. Yes. Victoria's come a long way from that little bundle of claws and teeth I adopted so long ago.
is it another cat?
It brings a tear to my eye just seeing her here among her beloved books. What? Oh, yes, yes. I'll be on my way back downstairs now. Please introduce yourself. I know Victoria will be happy to make your acquaintance.
Brief
Is
history
this,
says
is this another
haven't
cat?
been returned. Teleron will have to pay yet another fine.
Nope.
No, it's an orc.
No, this isn't the grimoire I'm looking for.
In the name of
Yeah.
Amonhor, I bid thee Tujda Geta Hal. Be welcome, human. My library
Wait.
is yours, as I hope
That
your
is not
friendship
Victoria,
is
though.
mine.
Who are you,
I'm
madam?
Victoria, daughter
Oh,
of Mayor
Elizabeth.
Cecil. Oh, I know what you're thinking. The likeness isn't exactly striking, is it? When I was very young, you see, I must have been cast out by my tribe, for I was found in a wicker basket floating past Sicil toward the sea. The fisherman who found me would have drowned me on the spot, for I am an orc after all. But praise be Amonhor, dear Cecil was among the gathered crowd, and he took pity on the exiled infant that chance had put in his way. He raised me like I was his own, this kindest of souls, taught me the language of men, their customs and their letters. Thus, I became the city's librarian, a position I uphold with no small diligence and pride. Indeed you may. The wisdom I here hold is yours to peruse and even take with you. All I can ask is that you return the books you borrow so that others may enjoy them too.
Alright. We can borrow books. Not steal any, though.
Tips and dugongs, you nearly startled me out of my boots.
Is there no new book to be discovered in this library?
Princess Buttercup with the blushing bottom. Steadticken.
Ooh,
Esmeralda does
a
have
fire
a propensity
scroll.
for all things
Wait.
naughty, hasn't she?
You're gonna take that?
Demonology for dumbbells. Ugh. I need something more advanced. The Pseudomonarchia Daemon.
Okay, who is this guy that's...
Who is he, Luke?
He is
Knight
Jahan.
through armor. Princess Buttercup with the blushing bottom.
He's accusing us of being boatmen of
Esmeralda
Oh, but
does.
perhaps I spoke too soon. Perhaps I was mistaken. For you hardly resemble the local fisher folk, which, incidentally, is a compliment of copious dimensions indeed.
Is he
No,
coming on to
a
us?
source hunter.
I
That is what
think
you
so.
are.
Like, we can't have him in our
Yes,
party
a
because he's not a
stalker
woman.
of sorcery, a chaser of charms pernicious. In truth, I cannot go so far as to say it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, for I take no pleasure in the company of man.
I am
But
no
it
man.
may just be to our mutual advantage to join forces nonetheless.
Why?
I would tell you my reasons, but it seems rather pointless to do so, seeing that quite clearly there is no room left in your band of adventurers. for an addition.
We didn't want you anyway.
A pity,
Yeah,
really.
you man thing. Anyways, if we ever feel like having a wizard,
Poetry among novels?
we just go to the library. Okay, now we need to talk to him again because we met your pet Maxine.
Maxine? What in heaven's name are you? Oh, you mean the mongrel that's always skulking up
What?
the place?
What?
I spent months trying to teach that worthless hound how to fetch, and it sat through every lesson looking at me as if I were an idiot. Man's best friend, my eye. I've always been more fond of cats myself.
Wow.
Wow.
anyways.
My
Let's-
dear girl, my darling adopted daughter, my pride and joy. I introduced her to my library when she was a girl. She quickly proved that the preconceptions we humans hold of orcs as savage beasts are patently false. If you're looking for something special, just ask. She knows every book by heart. Papa's smart little cookie.
Aww.
Alright, now.
Do you want me to talk to the cat again?
Yeah, there she is. She's up here.
Oh, you haven't left town yet, have you? Jolly
mate.
good. Join me, why don't you, for a scandalously milky saucer of feral leaf tea?
Does she have any more intel? Nah.
But of course, darling. Be my guest. Oh, my golly gumdrops, he did what? The nerve of the man. I knew he was hard of hearing and soft of wit, but this is a new low even for him. Oh,
Right.
do calm down, Maxine. Compose yourself. Envision a calm ocean filled so plentifully with fish they positively flounder on the beach. There we are. Indignation has been dispelled. No longer do I care that booby of a mare called me the C word. A nervous twitch suddenly makes Maxine's whiskers wiggle. Oh, I don't care in the least.
Alright.
I'm the mayor's cat, don't you? But of course, darling. Be my guest.
I feel like our
He's
conversation
at the
here.
melodious.
Yep, nothing new there.
So what we do now is
We go back to the bar.
yes. First of all, we might find the Duke.
Second of all, we need to get a cat a job.
Oh, wait, isn't it this way?
I
Yeah,
don't,
it's this way.
I
this
don't
way.
remember.
Yeah, it's here. All right. You. Yeah, Duke of Ferrell, standing right there.
Where?
All right. I'm speaking to him. Yes.
They say he's privy to ancient and arcane secrets.
Well, I'm
I
sure
am the
you can
Duke
talk
of
about
Ferrell,
yourself.
though I suppose my name is in the mouths of enough ruthless gossipers that you've heard of me by now.
No.
Yes, she and I have a history. That's hardly a secret anymore. I quite doubt it was even a secret from Jake while he lived. As easy as it would be to pin suspicions on Esmeralda or I assure you that the affair was never so steamy and sordid as the busybodies around town make it out to be. Jake and Esmeralda had no great affection
Oh,
for
he
each
doesn't
other.
like us.
He had his interests, she had hers, and there was little passion left between them. Certainly not enough to fuel a murder.
I found.
Which one?
Yes.
I've written, Esmeralda, more works of lyrical mastery than I can count. All that letter proves is my devotion to my lady, not any actual intention to do away with Jake.
Why can I say that again?
Which one? I've written,
Yeah, that's
Esmeralda,
weird.
more works of lyrical mastery than I can count.
That's weird.
It's
Unless there's another letter.
I won't
Yeah.
posture and say that the Counselor and I were anything near allies, but I truly never wish the man harm.
Alright.
I'm gonna talk to the cat now.
Yeah, but yeah, he doesn't like us. His attitude towards us is -5.
I think I'll sleep by the fire tonight, once the regulars stagger home. By all means. Aye, so there's the rub. I am but a stray, and she is the mayor's cat. Oh, I do understand her, I do. She wants a Tom of means, not privation. One who brings home the sardines and the occasional halibut. Would that I still had my collar. Such a marvel it was, as bejeweled as the night sky with precious stones.
Now we
Said to
can
have once been worn by a far-off Maharaja's best hunting cheater. Like the king of all cats I looked when I wore it. A gift bestowed upon me by a princess whom I had kept company during a long and perilous voyage. A precious band of gemstones, lost as I was tossed around by the waves like a ball in a game of catch. Among the waves it remains, I imagine. Worn perhaps by a crab who fancies himself a Caesar with it. If only I could be
A king crab?
And Maxine my...
Didn't we encounter a king crab already?
We are in the king crab bar. We encountered a clam, an oyster, or some kind of shellfish. Yeah, okay.
Sorry, Medora. I didn't mean to frighten you.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
our daughter is screwing around with our mom.
Yeah.
That's
what?
What? Not that kind. Oh. So what do we do then?
We look at the log because I'm confused. We have a lot of things to do. Look at this list. It's
okay. If it's filled in, we've completed it.
Yes, I know that. So we have a staff. So we need to talk to the guy on the boat.
Yeah.
We have to find a collar.
Yeah.
And there's her brother is missing. In town, let's go to the docks. I haven't been to the docks in a while. We'll go, maybe find a collar there. Unlikely.
Yeah.
This way, this way.
All this stuff is important. It gives us experience so that we can level up.
Yes, I know.
And I can talk to animals! And we can talk to that rat after we distract them so we can pick the lock.
Well, the rat is down here anyway,
yeah.
So... thing we have to do. And now we have a full party.
We have a full
apparently.
party. A good party.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't need men. Let's see. Oh no. Yes. Sorry.
Are you?
Right. Cow.
Where are you?
Oh, I'm here. Speak to the bull.
Tuck my tail and call me Bessie. A 2 feet address me directly? Huh. I thought I'd never see the day. Oh, me and my brother Bull have dragged this here cart all around Sightseal, from dock to graveyard and back again. Speaking of Bull, you ought to say hello to him. He's clairvoyant, you know. Can tell you fortune to the T.
Wow. So let's talk to the clairvoyant one as opposed to the normal one.
Approaching me and... here you are! My powers astound even me.
Oh boy.
I'm Bull, the leading clairvoyant in Sightseal. The 2 feet never bother to ask, but I see all that is and is to be. Of course, most winsome 2 feet. Of course. What would you like to know?
Will I be wealthy?
Yes, most wealthy indeed. But you must be vigilant, 2 feet, for I see that your wealth will come by bloody means.
Yep, I obviously.
Well, that depends, 2 feet. That depends. I see that love has caused you to falter in the past. Yes, falter dearly. You must reconcile your mistakes before you will find true love.
That's right, Laura.
Ah! Ah!
Steady, boys. Steady.
Death. Ever the most difficult topic to foretell. I see.
But it's the most inevitable topic.
Oh dear. No. No. Your reading is over. Do you hear? Oh.
Alright.
We spooked.
So,
we spoon